Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2005 comedy film The Ringer. This stars Johnny Knoxville, Katherine Heigl, uh, bunch of people are in this. This film is holds a special place in my heart. I this was the first film back in the day that I ever noticed inclusion, and I remember watching it and I was like, "Wow, this is so neat!" Like they have actual actors with special needs playing people with special needs. It's not, a normie playing a character with special needs. It's actual special needs individuals acting. And it was so cool watching this. I'm trying to think timeline because Glee was a big part of this as well within introduction of special needs characters played by special needs actors. And American Horror Story did that as well. What year were those? Glee was 09, I think. 10. I think American Horror Story was in 10. And this film was 05. So this, I gotta say, this started, and it's not a trend, this started the pulling the seat to the table of inclusivity. Ooh, I like that. I like that. It's when you're at the table, you have a seat, you were given a seat, you earned a seat, you're privileged to have a seat, you're at the table, you look around, who else is missing? Who needs a seat and who needs a plate? How do you help? And I like that. And this film did that. This film started this within the film and television aspect of inclusivity with individuals with special needs, with mental disabilities, with learning disabilities. The inclusion was awesome. And then going forward, it's still happening to this day and it's still championed to this day. And I'm very happy to see this because representation matters. We've been championing that for God's only know how long. We've been championing representation matters. And I remember in '05 watching this and laughing my ass off at all the jokes, of course, because it's hysterical and you have all these individuals, you know, cracking jokes about themselves to themselves. And it's just heartwarming that everybody's in on the joke kind of a thing. But the characters and the actors and actresses that have learning disabilities, that have special needs, are not the butts of jokes like in a normal film, in a what used to be a normal film. This definitely changed the game within film, within storytelling, within inclusion, because moving forward, that same actor who played Billy in this, who's really good friends with Johnny Knoxville now in real life because of the filming that they did back then. He was in Jackass 3 or Jackass 4 or something like that. Or 2. He was in one of the Jackass films. And it was just funny watching them all interact and having those buddy moments again. And that same actor plays a character on Workaholics, I think. Brandon? Billy? No, Billy and Ringer. I think it was Brandon. And the guys take him out to do all these different crazy adventures, and they get all he wants is flapjacks, and he's dressing in a stripper cop's outfit. It was hysterical. Absolutely love it. He was Alice's brother in that particular season. And I remember watching that episode, and I was like, "Oh, that's Billy from The Ringer." It was just so cool. It's why I say it's close to my heart is because that was the first moment I noticed inclusivity. It was the first moment I noticed um, respect for individuals with a disability. My aunt had a mental disability since she was born, and it was always very different, of course, trying to talk to her, trying to interact with her, watching films, reading books, playing games, stuff. So it was different, interacting with my aunt, my brother and I interacting with our aunt versus interacting with a kid, our age. Sometimes, her mental capacity was much lower. And as we got older, we noticed that her mental capacity never grew with us. So it was a learning experience through all the decades that we got to spend time with her. And with this film, having that inclusivity, that's why I say it hit close to home because of that family aspect. It hits close to home because of me recognizing certain aspects. And I think it's so well done because it's a question of morality too. Because there's one moment where, okay, the movie itself, Johnny Knoxville plays his character, Steve, and his Uncle Gary is in betting and stuff, and the Steve inadvertently gets his friend Savi's fingers cut off on a lawnmower, and he doesn't have insurance, and he needs to pay for it, and things, right? So the way to get the money quick to pay off the debtors and to fix Savi's fingers is to throw a ringer in the Special Olympics, right? So Steve is going to act as this special needs individual, Jeffy, to run in the races and all these things because he was good in track in high school and stuff like that. Doing these now to throw the race, to win the prize money, to get Savi's fingers back, etc. Right? So it's good of heart to throw the Special Olympics, to pretend you have a special needs. So it's an actor playing a character to it's a guy who's an actor playing a character who's playing this individual within the Special Olympics. It's very meta. It was very neat. But then Katherine Heigl's character is this assistant along the way, and Steve starts to fall for Lynn's character, and that can't happen. The volunteer worker cannot interact romantically with the talent. It's everybody's at this Special Olympics complex in Texas. There's these dormitories. All the athletes are mixing together, having their campouts in the living room things, and swimming, and it's just it's buddy stuff. They go to the movies, and at one point, which is memed constantly, they're brought back to the facility after their sneak out by Lynn's current then ex-boyfriend David, who says, "Oh, I took them to the movie theaters," and Lynn's like, "The movie closes at the. I took them to the mall. The mall closes at 9. It's now midnight." And he's like, "Oh yeah, but we went to stop to get ice cream." And one of the guys is, "When the hell did we get ice cream?" It's hysterical. The timing of all of these little quips was just so well done. And then to have the that band that special needs group come and sing at the ceremony, at the prom thing, and the at the finale as well. I thought it was so well done. It's a celebration of life. It's a celebration of difference, and I thought it was very well done. Having the confession at the church, the priest kicking him out, having the announcement at the end saying he doesn't deserve this. He's given the medal to somebody else to give it to Thomas. It was just so cool. It was very well done. But the part where it's still a little cringy is when Johnny's first starting to try to get a persona of an individual with special needs, and he's trying on different outfits, and he's trying on different accents, and he's trying a different body language, and it's weird to watch because you're like, is he gonna crack a joke? How am I supposed to react to this? But then it's just him getting into the character, and then once the guys figure out that he's a normie and not like them, they try to help him because they want to help Savi's fingers. So it's a really neat coming together. It's a we, not me. It's everybody gets a seat at the table now. That's the only part that I still found a little cringy all these years later. But overall, it's such a heartwarming experience, a heartwarming film, and I will champion this as opposed to Idiocracy, which I will not be championing. I will be championing Ringer forevermore. It still withholds 18 years later. Man, time, man, it's weird. Anyway, 2005 comedy film The Ringer. Johnny Knoxville is an awesome actor. He's also in one of my favorite Halloween films too, which is Fun Size. He plays this awesome villain, and I absolutely love him. He needs to do more acting roles. He's such a great talent. Of course he does. He's a great stuntman, but he's a great talent as well. Love it. Love him. Love the film. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.